Like I mentioned in my previous video, here's instructions how to do basic repairs for reel-to-reel recorders, in this case TEAC X-3 Mark II. Reel-to-reels are built to last. Basic maintenance is easy, just clean the tape heads and all the parts which are in contact with the tape and lubricate all the moving parts. With just that, these devices go on for years, but after a long time, belts and capacitors are going to be end of their lifespan. These are more challenging tasks, and these are the ones I'm showing in this video. In this device, belts are surprisingly easy to change. Front face comes off by opening the visible screws and removing the biggest knobs and rollers. Rollers have normal threads on top part. After that we can see inside, and here's the thing I really like. Designer of this thing have made separate plate where all three tape heads are mounted, so just by opening 4 screws this sub-assembly comes off and the belt can be pulled away under it. And then everything back together in reverse order. Next belt is for the counter. This one is also easy and simple, no extra pulleys or parts in front of it. Just unscrew the timer unit to get the belt off from that end. And from the other end, just gently move the steel sheet brake component away from the wheel to make room for the belt, and slide the belt between the wheel and the brake component. After the belts, next thing is to look bad capacitors. Usually at least one can be found next to the main power switch. To access that, lower section of the rear panel needs to be removed. But to make that happen, bottom panel needs to be removed because screws are hidden under it. However, still pretty simple. And after this, we can see the power switch, and we can also see that there is indeed a bad capacitor. This capacitor is used to filter noise from the main supply voltage, and these are often made by Ripa, and these capacitors have reputation to blow up with a lot of smoke when they are old enough, so I always replace these Ripa capacitors whenever I see one. This capacitor is already cracked, so not far away from blowing up. And this capacitor is installed between line and 0 of the main supply, so this is X2 type capacitor, and of course replacement have to be exactly the same type and with the same farad value. Voltage value of course the same or higher if the physical size of the component stays the same. Rifa capacitors may have been used on the PCBs also, and with old devices also electrolytic capacitors may have cracked and swallowed, so I will inspect those also. Main PCB is easy to remove because in this case cables are long enough to pull the PCB away from the frame to see inside better. Just remove the potentiometer nuts and bottom caps and 2 screws from the front, and then the whole PCB comes back and then out. Also, potentiometers are now really easy to clean with contact spray. And then everything back together in reverse order and you're all set. And one bonus thing I did with this one is cleaning the real brakes, because these fiber pads may collect dirt over the years and lose their friction properties. So dirt can be scraped off with the flat side of the box cutter, for example. So now, after that, you're all set.